Got a new RFID writer in. Here's a quick little review. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. It's expensive, and it sets a password on your crystal. Let me show you. By the way, that's a microbit. It's sending out a Bluetooth beacon that the droid off to the side here is going to be reacting to. I'm testing this thing out. I'm going to do a video about this in the near future. So here is the RFID writer. The behavior here and the internal hardware is very similar to the ones I've shown before, like this one. So they're related to each other. Now, if I go into the smart card feature, which is the only feature that works on this, and if I hold the crystal at just the right angle and just the right place and hit the read button, and it doesn't even read it. So I'll keep playing around with it, and finally I get it to read. Great. And it read it fine. And now if I were to write to it, which I already have, it will write to it just fine, but it's going to set the password on it. So any other RFID writer that you try to use with this crystal now won't work. It'll only work with this device, only with a device that knows the password. I don't know what the password is, so this crystal is stuck with this device right now until I can figure out what the password is. I don't even know how to figure out what the password is. Hooking up some device here that snoops on the communications, the wireless communications, and trying to figure out the commands that the writer is sending to the RFID tag in here, and figuring out where the password is and all of that data. And it's possible. I have no idea how to do it, though. Anyways, another problem with this is if I tweak this around just the wrong way, it identifies it incorrectly as a T5577 card, which it is not. It's an EM4305 chip, and it's got the wrong number there, too. So you can't even trust, necessarily, what the reader tells you it is, unless you know ahead of time what's on there, or what should be on there. See, it's just spitting out the wrong number. So, again, unless this is perfectly placed, it doesn't work right. If you write to your crystal, it's going to put a password on it. This thing is expensive. It costs $60, this one. And this is the cheapo version. There are more expensive versions that go up into $120 or so. It's not worth it. This is marketed as a ZX-Copy. I've also seen the words iCopy 3 and iCopy 5 in advertisements for these on eBay and AliExpress. I think those are other products that this thing is just trying to mooch off of. I think ZX-Copy might be the real name. A shame that it's a Zonsin product, because again, remember the good one of these is a Zonsin. See, it even says Zonsin and Invincible King for some reason. I don't know. But this particular one, no good. It is setting a password. I don't like that. It's expensive. So if you're thinking about buying an RFID writer to change the RFID tags of your Kyber crystals, I would recommend you don't use this one. It'll work, but you're locked into using only this device with your Kyber crystals going forward. You couldn't use a different device like this one. I've already tried. It doesn't work. And you can't unlock it unless you know what the password is, and you don't, at least right now. So I would recommend not using this. I would recommend really getting a Proxmark III and learning how to use it. I think that's the safest bet. But these things, as long as you can verify that it's not an Obo Hands version that you're buying, that you know it's a Zonsin version, those will work fine. But this is not worth it. I mean, this one is half the price of this one, and this one's better. So I'd stay away from this one. That's my suggestion. Do with it as you will. And now I need to go find a drawer to put this in so I can forget that I own it. Yeah, you're right.